After the break, it's time to share another moment with Five Roses. South Africa's favourite tea is expertly blended to ensure that it remains of the highest quality. It's this commitment to excellence in making the perfect cup of tea that delivers its uniquely superior taste. Five Roses salutes South African women who too are committed to excellence. So today we'll be chatting to banking entrepreneur Nthabeleng Likotsi, founder and managing director of the Young Women in Business Network, which is making serious waves in the financial sector. She's joining us for a cup of new Five Roses strawberry and blackcurrant flavoured tea. This deliciously sweet yet tangy black tea is one of 3 new flavour combinations from Five Roses. Try passion fruit and cranberry or apple, vanilla and cinnamon. There's a flavour for every moment. So don't go away. We'll be back after the break with Nthabeleng Likotsi and Five Roses right here in the loft. Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, the Young Women in Business Network is on their way to be the first women's cooperative bank in South Africa that'll focus on professionals, entrepreneurs and business people. Naturally, at the helm of such a dynamic financial institution is an exceptional woman in her own right, Nthabeleng Likotsi, who is carving out a new future for investment models in South Africa. Welcome to the loft.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
I mean, what an absolute honor to interview. What a genius idea. But I think the nature of your investment model makes the story so special. How did it start?
I started the Young Women in Business Network in 2009.
Yeah.
And we host an annual event, which we say we're exposing women to existing business opportunities.
Sure.
So in 2011, I was honored enough to host the former President Thabo Mbeki, and where there we were saying, what is BBBE and what does it really mean?
Yeah.
And when I was doing research, I found out that stockvels make 44 billion in the country. And I was amazed. I was like, but this is something that our great-grandparents have been doing for so many years. So what is it that we are doing in this generation? So that's how it was started.
But what is a stockvel? Let's start from the beginning. What is a stockvel?
So stockvel is like a social thing that happens usually monthly. Your burial societies, people come together and then they contribute. Usually now in our country, they spend most of that money buying groceries. Come December time, today they spend 44 billion in a week buying groceries. So that's what happens. So usually it's women that come together monthly, they help each other. There's a funeral, they help you. There's a wedding, they help you. So it's just a social thing,
So you took the concept of a stockvel and then expanded on that.
Yes.
Take me through that model.
So this is how it works.
You're a genius.
So now we're saying, okay, so what are we doing as this generation, right? So with the stockvel model, we're going on holiday. And I was saying, but we can't be going on holiday. Come on, guys. And I was saying, in BBBE, there were 7 elements at the time. And one of them is ownership, which means that white-owned entities are looking to transform. And when they're looking to transform, they're looking for Black professionals and entrepreneurs or business people that will partner with them. So instead of us going on holiday, let us use the very same model and as a collective, then invest in them for transformation purposes. So that's how it was started. 5 years down the line, we and other investors have a shareholding in Namlock, which is in logistics and distribution and warehousing. So you saving 1,000 rand every month for a period of a year, and that's how we did it.
How is your bank essentially different to, I mean, this is such a brilliant idea, but how is this different to how other banks are currently running?
So it's a cooperative bank, meaning that we all equal. So here, there's no majority shareholder. It means that it's a democratic bank. We all get one voting right. The beauty of it is that we're all shareholders. So here, we can't assist you if you're not a shareholder or if you're not an investor. And check this out. If we make R1 billion of profits, that comes to you as a shareholder. In this case, that's what makes us different. And there's something called common bond. What is it that brings us together, you know? So here it's a trust element, it's a referral issue. It's, I know Jeannie, so I'm going to refer her. So that's how it works. And this is not something new. This is international standards. It's been in existence for years and years, just that it's new in South Africa. And so it happens that I was brave enough to say, let us get into the financial sector. I mean, our South African financial sector is one of the best in the world, but we are nowhere in it.
Exactly.
So that's how I did it.
Now, even though men are allowed to be part of your bank, I think at the moment it's 60% women, and you really only want a lot of women to join. But I think that's such a sensible thing because, in my opinion, in that women are a lot more intuitive, I suppose, when it comes to investments, and it's got to mean something to them. Where men take, I think, bolder risks, not bolder, but they're a little bit more risky. Yes. So tell me about your upliftment of women in your bank.
You're so right, because women are better payers than men, and that has been proven. And when we had our first AGM, I mean, we had such a robust discussion about, do we want it to be just black? Do we want it to be just 60% black women owned? What is it that we want? Young Women in Business Network, it started by women. So that's how we then decided, no, it's high time that women are given the opportunity to lead. And in that, so then we said 60% as a South African black standards. So that's how we came about it. But trust me, it was such a robust discussion. Why do we want women to do it? Because we want women to lead. We want to be given the opportunity and the choice to do so. Because more than anything else, we are capable of doing exactly that. And women have proven themselves that to be better payers. You know, like you're saying, we are in tune. We run our households. Every finance decision goes to, it might be a situation that the husband is the breadwinner, but who makes the decisions in the household is a woman.
Exactly. I was actually delivering a talk to a bunch of women, and they wanted me to, you know, to speak about things that I think are very important for women to start when they're very young. And I think investments, investing in your future and investing money, making very smart financial decisions when you're young will benefit you so much when you're younger. But investments can be very intimidating and very tricky. So what message would you say to young women? How do you recommend women start investing their money from a young age?
My personal experience, I mean, I was brought up in an entrepreneurial family. So for me, business has always been an alternative. So what happened is, as young as I was, when I was given money, I went to boarding school. So when I was given money, I saved this money. And when I started working, you know, I didn't go out spending money like my friends did. I saved. I found myself, there's a power in saving. There's power in knowing that I have money in my bank account and I don't have to use it. So when I go to the malls, I know I have money. So I'm not forced, rather, you know, in saying I'm going to use this money. So for me, that's how my personal story is about when it comes to saving. And luckily for me, my elder sister she's always believed in saving. You know, she'd rather say, no, I'm not going to buy that. I'd rather have money in my bank account. And it's a psychological thing. It's a mindset thing. And what advice I would give to people is try saving and see the power that it gives you. Just knowing that I have extra money in my bank account that I don't have to use.
Exactly.
And for a rainy day, I can go back to it anytime and use my money.
Yeah. I love that, you know, saving is a strong theme in what you're saying. But I think a lot of people do struggle to save nowadays, especially because of the unemployment rate. Also, costs of living is expensive. So costs of living keep on going up and up and up, and salaries aren't really getting much higher. So how do you recommend people get out of that rut? Because I'm very against having credit, but a lot of people, you know, need credit cards, they need those accounts. How do you get out of that little washing machine of staying in debt and not being able to save?
We don't need. We want things. We want the nice cars. We want to go to nice restaurants. We need to start cutting down on things that we don't need. You know, it's simple as saying, I want this shoe, but I can't afford it. But hey, I want to be seen.
It devastates me if I can't afford those pairs of shoes, but how are we going to do it?
Yeah, it's just a matter of a total mindset. And this is where we start educating people about the need and the want. Do I really need it? No, I don't. Do I really need 100 pair of shoes? No.
Can we really? No, I'm joking. No, but you're quite right.
So that's where the difference is. I mean, for myself, when I started in business, trust me, for the first 2 or 3 years, I didn't buy anything. And I had the courage to say to my friends, when we went out, I'll be like, who's paying? Because for the first time, I didn't have money coming in. I was spending to make money. So it's just the matter of saying self-discipline. If we can get self-discipline right, we'll be able to get out of that. And yes, the economy is bad. Yes, our salaries are not increasing, they are decreasing. But it's a matter of knowing yourself and who you are. And if you invest in yourself and you spend more time and internalize what you need and what you want, you'll be able to get out of debt. Trust me, South Africans have the money We do. It's just a matter of what we use our money for.
You are so inspiring, and like, for me to speak to you, it really is inspiring because it is possible to do that. But you're also so brave to take that leap, and look what you've achieved. What do you still want to achieve, and what is your vision? Where do you want to see this going?
5 years from now, 100,000 shareholders, right? That would mean 1 billion rand of share capital. That will mean 1.2 billion rand of savings a year. This is us without loaning. This is us as South Africans coming together and saying we need an alternative. This is 100,000 shareholders, 1.2 billion. Each time I think of those numbers, can you see YWBN Cooperative Bank brand everywhere? And it's that. And with that, it's uplifting. It's saying that we will then create jobs. And from banking, we can then move to insurance, because then as a collective, you know, it's not just me. This is not Nthabeleng getting 90% shareholding. And then from that, we can move to other sectors where we are not represented. And that is the only way that as South Africans, we can create jobs. And it can't be done by one person. It's high time that people think that Motsepe will do a difference. No. It's ordinary South Africans that as a collective, when we work together, we can achieve much more. And I have no doubt that South Africans are ready for that. It proves that now.
You are so inspiring and a perfect example of what a South African woman can do. Thank you so much for chatting to us. Really amazing work. Now, strong female entrepreneurs like Nthabeleng are shattering glass ceilings and leading a new generation of women into a brighter future. Five Roses salutes your continued efforts to excel and reshape South Africa's business landscape. Now, we are giving away a fabulous Five Roses gift pack containing an assortment of their delicious teas. To stand a chance to win, simply SMS the keyword 5 Roses and your name to 33650. SMSs are charged at R1.50 each, and T's and C's do apply. So visit our website, afternoonexpress.co.za, for details. Join us again this time next week when we will be chatting to yet another exceptional South African woman. And until then, remember that nobody makes better tea than you and 5 Roses.